Welcome, everyone. I'm Lynda Erkiletian, founder and president of THE Artist Agency. For over 40 years, I've had the privilege of leading a business that connects top creative talent with some of the most influential brands and platforms in the world. I'm fascinated by the story behind RAISEfashion. Please share what inspired you and how you mobilized your network so quickly. What parallel outcomes do you see between building equity in fashion and building platforms for creative talent more broadly?
Yes, Raise Fashion started in the summer of 2020 during the social justice movement when racial inequity in the fashion industry and others could no longer be ignored. 8 women, all senior leaders in the industry, came together with a shared determination. We didn't just want to keep having conversations about access, education, and grant funding, we wanted to act. And out of that commitment, we built an ecosystem and a community of supporters who believed in creating sustainable change and creating this community of inclusivity, supporting inclusive design, and building an industry that reflects our values. I think because we're operators and executives with long experience in the industry, and we're not just advocates, we were able to bring in executives quickly and mobilize quickly from executives, retailers, attorneys, investors, PR agencies, and some creatives. Everyone just stepped forward and offered their time and resources pro bono. That collective action became our blueprint and the foundation for Raise. And I think it's still what sets us apart. When you look at different support systems that parallel across fashion, media, and other creative industries, the core and the need is still the same. It's access. And for us, equity is really about building platforms rooted in empathetic leadership. It's about, for us, recognizing that supporting talent at every stage of growth and surrounding them with genuine communities that care is critical to their long-term success. And I think for us, it's been a part of our success and our journey. I love this question. When we started Raise Fashion, our initial goal was to help any designer at any stage. I mean, I always joke and say if you had a needle and thread, Raise was for you. And I think we quickly learned that having executives with experience really come to us and wanting to support what we were doing and be a part of our mission, we really needed to identify emerging talent on the cusp of breakthrough. And so we came up with the Masterclass, which is an 8-week program where designers apply and are reviewed by a panel of 13 judges, and then gain direct access to senior executives across retail, production, media, supply chain, and more. The goal for us is to provide them with practical business knowledge, meaningful relationships, and access to funding. Each designer is paired with advisors and introduced to capital opportunities because we know that information alone is not enough to build or sustain a brand. Designers absolutely need a support system. And again, as I said before, it's the difference for Raise. We call our advisors, our pro bono advisors, the executive bench. So by the end of the program, the designers not only leave with strategies that they can put into practice, but they also leave with confidence, community, and in some cases, direct partnerships with retailers. I think one of the most gratifying outcomes that I see is that these designers are thriving in the industry and they're not just creatives, they're actually business leaders.
It truly is an amazing story.
Yeah.
So, what role does authentic storytelling through campaigns, castings, or company culture play in reshaping the brand perception and building trust? Is there a campaign that you're especially proud of?
I love this. I love all your questions. Yes, I can say even from my time in corporate, I have over 25 years of experience in corporate, and the one thing that I learned, among many things, is that storytelling is everything in fashion, and it's how you invite people in, shift perception, and build trust. Many of the brands we encounter through our programming are relatively unknown, yet incredibly talented. For them, sharing their story consistently is essential to building connection and recognition. I've been really a part of several designers being able to articulate their brand story. And I see the difference between them succeeding and then some that really struggle when the story is untold. Authenticity is, I believe, the true differentiator between them both. Audiences can always sense the difference between something that is performative and something that is rooted in truth. I think we've been really intentional about spotlighting designers in ways that encompass luxury while centering them in the experience. When Black designers see themselves during New York Fashion Week or peak moments where you have audiences, when they see themselves alongside legacy brands that are in the moment, it sends a powerful message that their story belongs here. Now, I'm excited to say we have a campaign coming up. It's not released yet, so I'm probably telling you too soon, but it's between us. We have this campaign with Fluency launching for New York Fashion Week. Fluency is our title payment partner sponsor for New York Fashion Week. And I'm excited about this ad campaign that will showcase in Times Square on September 8th. It reflects a genuine partnership that underscores the depth of our relationship with designers. It will amplify our mission to create lasting visibility and an opportunity for BIPOC talent to be seen.
For
Yep.
those of us in adjacent industries, whether fashion, media, talent, or business, what's one meaningful action we can take right now to help build a more inclusive pipelines?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a menu, and you can pick a few. Um, what I've learned, Linda, through this work that I honestly didn't set out to do. I thought I would retire in corporate. Is that there are many meaningful ways to create your own actions, your own community to support creatives. You can actually engage directly to mentor and advise creatives. They actually need more support than you can imagine. I talk to my accountants and I'm like, hey, you can actually support and mentor a creative. If you are an attorney, if you, I mean, any facet of business, imagine a creative really could use your support. We launched an advisory platform last year which has 75 areas of support for a creative. So when you think about that, simply open your network. Anyone that you know who could support a creative, ask them to advise pro bono. No, that doesn't mean you build their business pro bono, but maybe donate an hour a month or 2 hours a month or an hour a quarter. That will shift the direction of their business. Sponsor a creative, or sometimes when you are from a marginalized group or you are a creative, one of the hardest connections is going out and asking for support. So I think those of us that come from the business world and we're used to asking, especially if you're from commercial, go out and actually reach out to a creative and invite them in and invite them into your network. And I do encourage you all to do your due diligence before making the commitment. And the last thing I will say is inclusivity is not charity, it's innovation. So when you invest in diverse talent, you're investing in the future of your own industry. And we're all seeking something new to include in our lives, whether it's fashion, food, media, art, travel. So if everyone is listening, committed to lifting just one underrepresented designer or creative or student, if you just open your ecosystem, the pipeline will shift and we can all make the change that we want to see based on our values. Thank you.
Thank you.